Hi, welcome back to the Renegade Report. I'm Francis Mayer, and I'm here with Coach Jeff Chudy, and we're going to talk about the Renegade football season, which is historic for a number of reasons. But Coach, we have experienced some ups and downs in this season, but for me, it's the reason why I watch sports. Sports is a great soap opera for men. It's a great metaphor for life. There's been ups and downs, but these Renegades haven't quit, and I saw no quit in them in the Allen Hancock game. You're the head coach. You might feel differently, but Dalton Gallis started the game. He showed us a couple things.
No, I think there's no question that we compete hard. I mean, we're going to line up and play with extreme passion, and we're going to compete on every snap. Our biggest obvious issue is that we are the sum of all parts, and in an area where we thought we would actually dominate, we in the kicking game we were uncharacteristically outplayed and outcoached, and it came back to haunt us. It was a part of the game that we thought for sure that we could take advantage of some of the stuff that they were doing from a return standpoint, and we really didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to return punts because the punter was a little sporadic, and then he finally got into one, and it rolled down to a 1 yard line, which posed a problem for us. And then our kickoff returns weren't very, up to par, and of course they had a huge kickoff return at the end of the game that, was a momentum swing and crusher and all that good stuff. So we just, we got to eliminate the mistakes, and I don't think we tackled very well. We blew a coverage, which was really my fault. I should have called timeout. I saw the set, and I could tell that there was some confusion. And
what do you see in that instance, Coach?
It's just
does it look like a train wreck waiting to happen through your eyes? Like, break it down for our viewers. Like, you look out at the field, do you see mismatches?
They got to a certain personnel group that created a problem for us, and we just didn't adapt to it, and it was my fault. Should have called a timeout. But, so we are on to Canyons, who's a quality opponent. Obviously, they're undefeated. And they play really sound defense and offensively. They've got a quarterback that's a handful. He's a throwback kind of Renaissance guy. He moves around the pocket. He makes a lot of plays with his feet. Just by watching him, you can tell he's a heck of a competitor. And so, we got our hands full. We got to play the best football that we've played all year. I think that, we are doing some things better than when we started. We just got to clean some things up. We got to tackle better on defense, and offensively, we got to protect the ball. And if we can do those things, we'll give ourselves a chance to win.
Now, Coach, I feel like this Renegade football team has come into focus a couple times this season, and the first time I saw them come into sharp relief was in the first half against Long Beach. I know we went into the half down, but I had asked Curtis McGregor, I said, is that the football team we can be for 4 quarters? And he was like, absolutely. And Long Beach is not a slouch. We drew a tough hand for the first 3 games of the season. Does it get much tougher?
Well, no, our schedule's been it's been against some really quality opponents. If I'm not mistaken, I believe everybody that we've played up to date, only one team has 1 loss, and everybody else is undefeated. So, including Canyon. So, and we're part of that, their record, obviously, because we didn't get it done against those guys. Riverside, like I said, is by far the class of the South and probably the state, and Long Beach is not too far behind them. But having said that, we gave ourselves a chance to get a win against a conference opponent in Hancock, put ourselves in a hole. We were down, I think 17-0 and 23-7, and we came back and went ahead 2 different occasions, and we didn't hold the lead. We've got to do a better job of that. I think our guys recognize that the game is a 60-minute game, and you got to play it out. and unfortunately we didn't do that to the best of our ability at the end with the mistakes on the punt and the kickoff return that Hancock did a nice job of executing on that kickoff return, and we got to do a better job tackling and covering it. So, we go into this Canyons game, and like I said, the quarterback he's an extremely talented kid. He's a guy that if you're a spectator, I'm sure he's fun to watch. He moves around and creates a lot of things.
When you say that and you say he's a renaissance man, you say he moves around in the pocket, does he move around like Ben Roethlisberger does?
No, he is a
More
Fran Tarkington
yes.
or a Johnny Manziel type guy that just you can tell he gets out of a lot of trouble and creates a lot of stress on the defense. Because he buys time and extends plays with his feet, and he is he's a hiccup. He's hard to corral.
Now, watching high school film on Dalton Gallis, he's a similar quarterback, isn't he? He's a guy who can.
Yeah, he's very athletic. He's got a ton of athleticism. Was a 3-sport guy in high school and excelled in all 3 sports. And he has the ability to extend plays as well. He's kind of coming into his own right now, obviously, and he does some things that create some problems for defenses as well. So hopefully we can take advantage of his skill set. And again, it's not a one-man show. There's 11 guys that have to make it work on every snap, and we've got to take advantage of the things that we do well. Early on, we kept taking ourselves off the field with the turnovers, and obviously we cut down on turnovers this last game, but the 3 that we had were, we paid a severe price for them. So we've got to protect the ball and secure the ball and keep on the field and keep the chains moving. That's sometimes a grinded out offense is your best defense at times, keeps the defense off the field. So, we've got to be able to do that Saturday, 1:00 game, which is an interesting start time, but like I said, the Canyons is a quality team. I think we match up well against them. We have to play well, and we have to play better than what we've played all year.
But history indicates that you can never count the Renegades out. They're a winning team. I like to call them the Yankees of California community college football, among other things, including the Kern County All-Stars. But you have hit on something, saying that this is a group effort. We have a lot of team sports. We have 18 sports in BC athletics, but football might be the teamiest of team sports because these really are 11 guys working.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts on every play. If you got to do it with 11 guys kind of orchestrated together in synchronization, and there's a lot of human element to the game. And, with the human element to the game, there's human error, and that's what we've got to try and eliminate. And if we can do that, we've shown that we have the ability to move the ball, and we have the ability to stop people, and that's the whole the key to this thing is the human error factor, and the fact that there is a human element, and we got to synchronize everybody on the same page, and that's the goal.
No, that's absolutely right. And it's interesting being up in the press box. If you're a fan and you think perhaps that it's the best idea to be as close to the field as possible, boy, you can really see a lot of things from that all-22 view up top, man. It is wild.
I think it's, without a doubt, the best vantage point is to be up higher up. If we can get honestly, if you're in the second deck at our stadium, it gives you a great perspective of everything and how the game flows and how everything's supposed to work. And when it doesn't work, you can kind of identify where the issues are. But yeah, the up top is by far a better place to watch the game than on the sideline.
It is, and it should be interesting to note to our fans that the NFL closely guards the camera angle that we call the all-22 view. You have to subscribe to a service to get the all-22 view of NFL games, and I do because I'm a degenerate Raider fan. But before I watched that all-22 view, I would blame a defensive back or something, or I would blame Rolando McClain for something. Then you go back and watch the all-22 view, and you're like, ooh, that was the safeties man. Well, gosh golly. But the NFL uses what they call the hero cam. They want you to see the quarterback's eyes or the running back's face, and you don't see that somebody missed a block or somebody missed an assignment. And you're right, it is. It's a violent ballet down there. It's incredible. It's a 1 o'clock start. If you want to go to the game, you can always catch the Reuter bus from the Romaine P. Cleroux Fieldhouse. You'll travel with the BC cheerleaders, which, hey, isn't a bad way to fly. And you can catch that game. It is a 1 o'clock start, and it's just right up there on the hill by Magic Mountain. We do have the ingredients. Curtis McGregor seems to have come alive in the last game. It seemed like he had some chemistry with Gallus. And as you said, we match up well. This could be an upset on the hill, I think.
Well, we have to play well, and in order for us to have success, we've got to stack up first downs and secure the ball. And if we stack up enough first downs, we'll score. And defensively, I think the biggest thing we've got to do is we've got to tackle extremely well, and we've got to, minimize the big play and corral Devin Dunn as their quarterback. Keep him in our sights.
Now, Coach, you have firsthand experience with tackling. You were a defensive back in college. When people are not tackling well, what is that a symptom of? Why does that happen? Because this is a fundamental aspect of the game of football.
Well, there's, could be a lot of variables. Pursuit angles.
Okay.
If you take a poor angle, and that's an issue most of the time. You can't hit what you can't see, so it'd be like equivalent of trying to hit a golf ball. If you can't see the golf ball, good luck trying to make it go where you want to go.
It's hard enough for me to hit it when I see it, so I
get
that.
That's always an issue, with guys keeping their eyes open, and you got to see the target. And probably the other two most important ingredients to being successful tackling a ball carrier would be your ability to run your feet through and keep your feet moving and arm wrapping. So there's a bunch of different variables, but we work on that stuff every day, and we work to get better every day. I mean, that's, we're a work in progress right now, and hopefully we'll play, and I think we will play better in Game 5 than we have in Game 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I know we need to give it our best effort and our best execution of the year against these guys, because they've done some quality work too. They've beat a good Mount Sac team, and they've been in some close games. They've come from behind in the fourth quarter 2 different times. Their last 2 games actually, so they know how to come back from a deficit, and we've got to learn how to keep a lead. So it'll be a challenge for us.
Coach, I have no doubt that it will. I can't wait to see the game. Saturday can't come soon enough. And again, if you want to go to that game, you can catch the Reuter bus. You can watch the game on Bakersfield.com, or you can listen to it on the radio. Now, we advise you come. There's no advantage like the Renegade faithful. Coach Chudy has said it before. It helped us in the state championship game in 2012. And last season, every single team the Renegades visited on the road had their best home attendance because we came to town. Be a part of it. Catch the Reuter bus. Coming up next, we're going to check in with the official statistician of Renegade Athletics, Steve Lynch. Don't go anymore. There's more coming up on the Renegade Report.